Dragon Ball World, Unknown Universe, Planet Vegeta. On this day, in the Saiyan Palace at the core of the planet, King Vegeta summoned all of the intermediate warriors on planet Vegeta. Their purpose, however, was to discuss the disposal of a baby. A Saiyan knelt in front of the throne and asked humbly, "Your Majesty, please forgive my recklessness." Please forgive my recklessness. Heard, are you going to send my son Brawly to the frontier planet? That's right, on the high platform, King Vegeta said. But, Your Majesty, I heard that my son's destination is a planet called Wampa, which is completely deserted and has nothing at all! Exclamation point. Your son's potential is very high. I'm afraid that it will threaten the safety of all Saiyans in the future. I just distributed him without killing him. You should thank me well, Pargas. What? What? The Saiyan named Pargas stood up, clenching his fist tightly, his anger burning uncontrollably. Damn King Vegeta! Exclamation point. You are jealous of my son's potential and afraid that he will threaten your son's status. Also exclamation point. You bastard. ... King Vegeta sneered. So what? Your son is about to be sent away while we're talking. Exclamation point. I don't feel like yelling, to be honest. What? Paragus stood at the window in a panic and looked out. It's just that on the cosmic launching pad outside the window, there is no sign of the spacecraft taking off. At this moment, a figure suddenly pushed open the door and broke in. Paragus, don't worry. Brawly's spaceship has been stopped by me. You are ... Paragus and the others in the palace looked at the person coming, and King Vegeta on the throne stood up and said angrily, Lynx? How dare you come back! Exclamation point. The person who came in was Lin Chen. Of course, this was his last name. In this life, his name was Lynx, and he was a wanted young Saiyan warrior. The reason for being wanted is because Lynx left the mission given to him by King Vegeta after his awakening in this life and disappeared for 4 years. Exclamation point. Lynx, you fled against my orders 4 years ago. You dare to come back now? Did you come from a dead end? Lin Chen gritted his teeth and said, I'm here to report to you. Frieza will come to destroy us Saiyans soon. If we don't prepare early, the entire planet Vegeta will perish! Exclamation point. Hearing this, the scene suddenly became quiet, and the middle-level soldiers present opened their mouths one by one. Even Paragus was shocked. The next moment, there was a burst of laughter at the scene. Everyone took Lin Chen's words as a joke. Just kidding. They Saiyans are Lord Frieza's right-hand man. Why did Lord Frieza destroy the Saiyans? Question mark. Lin Chen snorted coldly. Of course. I don't know how to snort coldly, but the situation was exactly as he thought. I'm afraid that unless Bardock is here, no one will believe his words. But he came to the Dragon Ball world for 4 full years, kept his name incognito in the outside world, and finally returned to planet Vegeta, not to be ridiculed here. Shut up, all of you, Lin Chen shouted, then pointed at King Vegeta in front of the throne and said, all Saiyans must obey the king's will. King Vegeta, even if I can't convince them, then I just convince you to be alone? It's a weird way to... Well, it's machine translated, so... What do you expect? According to Saiyan tradition, I would challenge your kingship. Kingship. What? What? King Vegeta's eyes widened, thinking he had heard it wrong. Lin Chen said, as we all know, the reason why you sit firmly on the throne is because your grandfather Vegeta, 1, brought the Saiyans to conquer the Ziffers? I don't think that's the right name. And occupy this planet. But according to our Saiyan tradition, the throne of the king should belong to the strongest! Exclamation point. So I'm going to challenge you now. As long as I win, I will be the new Saiyan king. As soon as Lin Shen finished speaking, an intermediate warrior jumped out. Bold! Lynx, you are disrespecting King Vegeta. Let's fight with me first! Exclamation point. Go away! My goal is only him. Lin Shen pointed at King Vegeta. Could it be that you dare not accept the challenge? Madness! King Vegeta's forehead was blue and... Blue? Lynx, you are a mere low-level warrior and... I don't know, shouldn't you be in Zelda? How dare you challenge me? Question mark. Well, very good. I accept your challenge. I want everyone to know that the one who angered King Vegeta would dare to challenge me, question mark, down, exclamation point? I don't know what, I don't know. Ah! King Vegeta let out a loud shout. His breath exploded, and the whole person flew up from the throne like a sharp arrow shooting at Lin Chen. But, ... boom! Exclamation point. King Vegeta's fist was blocked by Lin Chen with one finger. Shh, damn! How is that possible? Question mark. No exclamation point. Vegeta's face changed greatly. He had already used all his strength for this punch, but he couldn't stop. But he couldn't stop Lin Chen's finger? Question mark. I'm King Vegeta, the king of the Saiyans. King Vegeta quickly took a step back, condensed his strength with both hands, and suddenly smashed an energy bomb that concentrated 100% of his energy at Lynx. However, this energy bomb... why did I say dot? Like, you need to know there's a period there. However, this energy bomb was deflected by Lynx with a flick of his finger, smashed straight through the palace and flew into the sky. Boom! The violent explosion attracted the Saiyans around the palace to watch. Why? Why? Question mark. King Vegeta looked at Lin Chen in disbelief. Lin Chen's expression did not fluctuate. I have been fighting for my life for the past 4 years, but how can you, a Saiyan who has been sitting comfortably on the throne, compare with me? Question mark. But your combat power, ... Question mark. King Vegeta has been detecting his eyes with combat power, and the detector on his left eye has always shown that Lin Chen's combat power is only 2,000. That kind of thing can't detect instant combat power. Now I can control my breath. My real combat power is 10 times yours. 10 times? Not only King Vegeta, but everyone else on the scene also took a deep breath. If that's true, that's pretty shocking. This is just narration. That's not something. Nobody said that. For reference. 100%... What? 100,000 combat power? Yeah, what the fuck? He's way too early in the story for 100,000 combat power. But then again, it's Dragon Ball Z, so who really cares? This is definitely the number one fighting force among the Saiyans. Lin Chen, who is obviously just a lower level soldier, why does he have such combat power? Oh, it just says power. No, impossible. How could you have 100,000 combat power? I don't believe it. I absolutely don't believe it. Just when King Vegeta screamed, I guess he was supposed to be screaming, Lin Chen suddenly disappeared in place, and the next moment he appeared behind King Vegeta, of course. With just one punch, King Vegeta fainted. That's it. While King Vegeta fell to the ground, Lin Chen stretched out his hand and took off the ring necklace on him that symbolized the throne of the king. He had a necklace? I don't remember that from Dragon Ball Z, but whatever. apparently, according to this author, he was wearing a necklace that symbolized kingship. Lin Chen raised the necklace high and stepped onto the throne that originally belonged to King Vegeta. Starting today, I am the new Saiyan King! Exclamation point. Come to Dragon Ball World for 4 years, for full years, finally waiting for this moment. Lin Chen knew that at this point, he could finally start the final step of his plan, killing Frieza and preventing the destruction of planet Vegeta. He did this just because he was bound to the strongest selection system when he first arrived in this world. The first and strongest option that the system opens to Lin Chen is as follows. Choice 1, defeat Frieza and prevent the destruction of planet Vegeta. Reward, legendary Saiyan blood. Choose 2, defeat the Kaio God. Reward, Kaio God's power. Choose 3, defeat the God of Destruction and prevent the destruction of planet Vegeta. Reward, the power of the God of Destruction. Of course. It's one of those stories. If you've ever read these Chinese fan fictions, usually of Japanese stories, but not always. Pretty much any fan fiction, there's like a 90% chance that they're going to put some stupid system in there. And that system will be complete nonsense and will almost always annoy everyone involved, probably including the author, because halfway through the story they're going to forget about the system or it's going to get downgraded and completely ignored until, some stupid thing happens. Half the time, it turns out the system, oh no, it's some kind of mysterious god nonsense that is actually trying to take over the body or destroy the universe or devour the universe or destroy the multiverse or whatever it is. It's not a good thing. It's almost never a good thing unless it's just left completely open-ended. The system is just some random thing that they never fully explain or care about, really. And honestly, I think that's better most of the time. In fact, it's better if they just don't use the system. Nobody likes the system. Why do they keep doing it? I don't know. Why am I reading this story? Well, I'm not, because I don't want to read the story the moment I see system. Also, why did I waste 13 minutes reading this aloud to a camera? I don't even know if I'm ever going to show this to anyone.